We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. As the country celebrates Women's Month, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. vows to create a more inclusive, equitable, and sustainable society. At the awarding ceremonies of the 2023 Outstanding Women in Law Enforcement and National Security at Malacañang Palace on Wednesday, Marcos said his administration will give Filipino women more prominent roles and greater voice in the government. He said that his administration will work to increase women's representation in the security sector and government service. He added the government will collaborate with the private sector and civil society to advance women's rights and promote equal opportunities. Marcos expressed hope that the Office of the Presidential Advisor for Peace, Reconciliation, and Unity will begin formulating an updated version of the National Action Plan on Women, Peace, and Security in recognition of women's great abilities. The president also urged the awardees to help create equitable conditions for the advancement of women for themselves, their families, and their country.
While the country has taken great strides in uplifting women, there are remaining challenges that hinder their progress. I assure you of this administration's steadfast pursuits to provide women with more prominent roles as well as a greater voice, especially in government. This administration shall continue to implement concrete and comprehensive measures to increase women representation in the security sector and government service towards creating a more inclusive, equitable, and sustainable society.
Meanwhile, 5 more suspects in the killing of Negros Oriental Governor Roel Degamo and 8 others last March 4 have surrendered to the military. The latest development brings the number of suspects under custody to 10, according to Interior Secretary Benjamin Abalos Jr., who also heads the Special Task Force Degamo. He said these suspects have relevant testimonies that will help build a strong case against the perpetrators, intermediaries, and mastermind. Abalos said the suspects will undergo tactical investigation under the National Bureau of Investigation, which will compile the details of the assassination of Degamo. 9 of the suspects in the Degamo case were former military personnel and have directly participated in the killing, while 1 is an ex-military trainee. Abalos urged the remaining suspects at large to surrender and guaranteed their safety. Joint police-military tracker teams are searching for about 5 or more suspects. The House of Representatives moved to suspend Negros Oriental 3rd District Representative Arnolfo Teves Jr. for 60 days as a result of his persistent absence despite an expired travel authorization. With 292 affirmative votes, no negative votes, and 0 abstentions, the House plenary adopted the recommendations made by the House Committee on Ethics and Privileges. It says the conduct of Teves in continuing to travel with an expired visa and his continuous rejection to the order of the House to return to the country constitute disorderly conduct endangering the House of Representatives' honor, reputation, and integrity. House Speaker Martin Romualdez said that misconduct and wrongdoing among its members will not be tolerated under his watch. In other news, a 5.7 magnitude earthquake struck Cagayan province this morning. Teves said the earthquake occurred 20 kilometers northwest of the Lupiri Island, Cagayan at around 7:32 a.m. Instrumental intensity 3 was recorded in Pasukin, Ilocos Norte, and San Antonio, Zambales. Intensity 2 in Lawag City in Ilocos Norte, Narvacan in Ilocos Sur, and Ilagan in Isabela, and Intensity 1 in Peña Blanca and Gonzaga in Cagayan, Batak in Ilocos Norte, Sinait in Ilocos Sur, and Santol in La Union. According to Teves, the earthquake was tectonic, meaning that a nearby active fault caused it to move. The public is warned about potential aftershocks. And that is the latest and the biggest stories from the PNA Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the social media pages of the Presidential Communications Office, or PCO. Stay tuned for more news updates. I am William Theo. We tell stories that inspire change. Good day, everyone.